Alright, good morning everybody. Today we're going to take a look at how to use Bleed against Miguel and Melanie. Now this is the strongest demon path to nowhere, and I'm also using Shin. And this is as strongest path nowhere gets. This is the best team, no questions asked. To play around this, we are going to have another box. Okay, so we're going to look out for this box right in the center. All of our centers are kind of in this box, and this is where all the enemies are going to group up. And we're not really going to focus on anything until they enter our box. Okay. Now, to do this, it's going to be pretty easy at the start. You're just going to give all of your empowers to Jasmine. But then at the end, put your game on slow mode. And we have to spam Drea like 30 times in 1 second. Like, Drea's going to have so much energy just poured into her. And we really have to be fast about grabbing our empower and dragging it over to Drea. Grabbing the empower, dragging it over to Drea. Grabbing the empower, dragging it. You're going to be doing that a lot. So just get ready for your fingers to be a little bruised at the end of this. Now to do this, we are taking a look at the Drea buff, okay? This clear is reliant upon the Drea buff. So hopefully you guys see the Drea buff this week. If you don't see it this week, come back next week. Hopefully you see it then. The other two buffs don't matter. I picked Serpent and Eve just to show that they don't matter, right? I'm not using Serpent, I'm not using Eve. These two buffs don't matter. You can take stuff like this to make the bosses take more damage. You can take stuff like this to make all of your team to do more damage, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to show you guys it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. To start off, we're going to give all of our empowers to Jasmine. Jasmine does everything. Just give it to her. Now, earlier I talked about a box. Let's go ahead and take a look at that box. You see all of these slugs here? You see these two runners over here? You even see like this 3-core elite in the corner? You see this TV head? All of these guys are going to be in the box at the same time. That's when we're going to get the most value out of Jasmine. But before I can use Jasmine, I have to wait for the TV head to enter. Okay, that's going to be our cue. That's going to be our like race starting maneuver, is when TV head walks into the box. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get Jasmine ready, and I'm just going to wait until I see an arrow above the TV guy's head. See how there's an arrow there? I'm going to wait for that arrow to pop up. There it is. We cast. We just keep giving Jasmine more energy, and we cast her again. Give her another energy, and here we're just playing easy ball. Now, once we got to this point, congratulations, you're done with part 1. Part 1 is just spamming Jasmine. Part 2, we have now seen Miguel jump into the air, okay? Miguel is about to land on the ground, and when he lands on the ground, he's going to do 2 things. He's going to hit like a truck, and then he's going to reveal his cores. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is get out of the way. We're going to get out of the way of the truck. And I'm going to wait for this guy to explode, and then I'm going to get out of the way of the truck, okay? So this TV head's going to explode. I'm going to move Pepper out of the way. I'm going to move Sumeri down 1. I'm also going to go ahead and use Drea's ECB, and I'm going to copy all the bleeds that are currently on the field. Okay, so I'm going to do all of that really quickly. So that's why I have it in slow-mo, okay? Because we're doing a lot of things really... As soon as Miguel jumps into the air, you've got some things to do. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of these bleeds. This guy's about to explode. Move Pepper. Move Sumeri. And Miguel's about to land on top of us. Boom. Okay, I'm going to activate all of my buffs. Shin buff, Levy buff, Jasmine buff. I'm going to cast Jasmine. I'm going to cast this. And I'm going to cast Drea early. And then I'm going to give 2 empowers to Drea. And we're just going to keep on giving Drea empowers. We're not going to think. We're just going to keep on spamming empowers on Drea. Just don't think about it. Just keep going. I'm going to try and offset it a little bit, top. And then I'm going to offset it bottom. And now I'm going to offset it backwards. But it's all about spamming Drea as fast as possible. I'm going to go ahead and spread those bleeds. Oh, I didn't copy, so I can't spread the bleeds, so I missed out on a little bit of clear time there. If you remember to copy your bleeds that second time, this stage would be over much faster. But as you can see, it's not really needed. You're just spamming Drea so fast, the map kind of explodes. And there it is, 262 even. All you need is that Drea buff. Okay, so this is all about how fast can you spam Drea. Again, I recommend the slowdown time, so you guys have time to cast Drea as fast as she needs to be cast. But it's really just, can you spin the empowers fast enough? Because if you don't spin the empowers fast enough, you're going to be overstacked on empowers, right? You can only hold 5 empowers. And at some point here, you're going to have like 10. Okay, so if you're not using those empowers, you're going to lose those empowers. And you're not going to have the damage to finish the fight. Well, let's go and take a look at that one more time. Again, we're talking about Drea buff and nothing else. And I'm going to give all of my empowers to Jasmine. And then I'm going to wait to defend my box. This guy's daring to threaten my box. So I'm going to get ready. Break him. Spin these 2 empowers. Throw another one. Give 1 more empower. I'm going to go ahead and copy all of these bleeds while I'm here. And now that Miguel has jumped into the air, I'm slowing things down because it gets real fast. Move Pepper out of the way. Move Sumeri down 1. And activate the buffs. Buff, 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 buff. Wait for the cores. Core break, Drea early, and empowers. Spread those bleeds, because why not? Copy them, and Drea. And just how fast can you spam Drea? That's the name of the game. I'm going to offset it up top, 2 onto Drea. And then I'm going to go ahead and offset it on bottom, 2 to Drea. Now I'm going to offset it and back. Spread those bleeds. Okay, and you can see I didn't copy the bleeds correctly this time, so my damage is actually a little low. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if your damage is a little low. You'll still finish the stage in time. I probably also didn't spin my empowers fast enough, but as you can see, even if you mess up and you are a little bit behind, you either like didn't copy the bleeds correctly, you didn't spam Drea fast enough, like there is variance here depending on like how fast you are at casting everything. But even if you're not the fastest, you can still easily clear the stage beyond 240k. The ideal like perfect clear for this setup, if you're doing everything at like max speed, at least for level 70s, it's around like 266 is like the ideal max score using this strategy. But again, like if you're not perfect, who cares? You're still meeting that 240k very easily, very comfortably. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Crimebrands that we're using, because those do matter. We are using my bleed team. And again, my bleed team, level 70s across the board. You can see the levels in the corner there. Level 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, all the way down. For Crimebrands, I'm rocking Tempestuous Void. And Tempestuous Void can also be Bell Tower, if you have Bell Tower. Both of these options work, but this is a very good option on Drea. For Jasmine, Heartache. Heartache is just your... It's the best option on your core breaker, and Jasmine's our core breaker, so we're using Heartache. It gives us the most damage. It's 20% more damage. Okay, so put it on Jasmine. For Levy, Fleeting Vision. Fleeting Vision is just an energy set. This can be whatever. As long as it gives Levy energy, you're good. Anything with energy. Sumeri has Inversion Slash. Again, same thing. It's just an energy set. Anything that gives energy is going to be fine. You're just looking to get your SP as fast as possible. That's all that matters. Pepper is rocking Soul Ripped and Eroded Sand, which honestly she doesn't use at all this entire run. These are all practically dead Crimebrands. Pepper can run whatever she wants. It doesn't matter. And last but not least, we have Shin, and Shin's using Nomad, just because Nomad's easy to use. If you don't have Nomad, use something else. It's whatever works. As really the ones that matter are Drea and Jasmine. These other 4, whatever. But Drea and Jasmine are the ones that matter. Okay, I'm going to play it one more time without me talking over it. But I hope you guys can use this to hit your 240k weekly. I will see you guys next week. Peace.